Jen,
Okay. Yep.
did I miss that?
No, we're good.
Oh, hi Jen. Thank you for attending the video interview today. I'd like to ask you some questions now about your feelings, thoughts, and expectations regarding being a surrogate.
Okay.
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Absolutely.
May I ask if you've ever been a surrogate before?
Yes, I have.
And what are your values as a surrogate mother?
My values as a surrogate mother would be to be completely dedicated and committed to the process to help these intended parents conceive a child.
How do you take care of yourself now?
I take care of myself by following a good diet and eating right, trying to get, as much exercise as I could. I do a lot of walking. I also do acupuncture. That's a big part of my schedule. A matter of fact, I just gave birth to a baby 3 weeks ago, and I've been doing acupuncture now again for 2 times a week. So I feel by following that regimen, it keeps me really focused and also healthy.
That's great. Can you describe your diet on a typical day when you were last pregnant, if there is any?
Yeah, actually, my diet again, try to stick with eating, all the meals that I need to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, of course, and any snacking in between consists of fruit and vegetables and staying hydrated as much as possible. I mean, I'm constantly drinking water. The water is very, very important. And just taking your prenatal vitamins and sticking with the acupuncture.
How do you feel about the role of being a surrogate for a couple who desperately want to conceive and cannot?
I really take this responsibility very seriously. I feel that if you are committing to be a surrogate for a parent, it is very important for you to be committed to the process, to understand that there's been many different people involved in the process. So it's important for you to consider everybody's feelings and follow direction and just really kind of be part of the team to make this miracle happen.
Now, having been pregnant before, I'm sure you realize that often there's maternal feelings such as being sick, vomiting, even fainting that might arise during the course of the pregnancy. How do you deal with those feelings if you've had them?
Well, my pregnancies really are very good. Fortunately, I don't suffer with morning sickness, dizziness, vomiting. There are maternal feelings that you do get. I feel that, it's your hormones. There's nothing you could do about it. It's a natural feeling. And I just deal with them as they come along. They're not anything that I can't control. I have my own sort of family to go to. And, if it was something that I questioned, I would always seek out, the opinion of a doctor or somebody. But I'd never had those sort of, uneasy feelings or anything like that.
Are you married?
Yes, I am. I'm married for 14 years.
Great. Can you describe the relationship between you and your husband?
Me and Anthony have an excellent relationship. We're best friends first, and we know each other from when we were 9 years old. We grew up together, so we really have a very long-lasting relationship together, and we've built a great family, and I'm just very proud of where we are together.
Does Anthony have any reservations regarding the legal relinquishing of parentage after the birth?
No, absolutely not. We both understand the process. Anthony, before starting the process, we actually had a big discussion about what it was that I would be kind of doing and helping, and we completely understand what the process is all about.
Should more than one embryo be implanted and all of them successfully take? What are your feelings regarding carrying multiples, as well as fetal reduction and abortion if the couple wishes to reduce?
This is a really great question. As for carrying multiples, more than welcoming multiples, 2 or 3, even 3, even that would be a challenge, but it would be fun. But as for the fetal reduction, that actually was something that I really had to think about, because when you decide to become a gestational carrier, you're thinking about bringing life into the world and creating this miracle, and you're not always thinking about that maybe there would be more than one embryo put in. And when that was kind of brought to my attention, I basically had to really think about that. And for me, I feel that the embryos are the proper, basically the intended parents. That's their embryos, and I feel like it's their decision to decide what to do. And at the end of the day, that's their choice, and that's what they need to do to be able to handle the children. So, then that's their decision.
What are your views on health during a pregnancy? Will you strive to eat a healthy diet or reach out for support if you need to? Should you become overwhelmed with morning sickness or other reasons that may be preventing you from getting the proper nutrition that you need for yourself and the baby, how would you handle that?
Well, I would always seek out, if I had any questions about nutrition or anything, I would always seek the input from, doctors, intended parents, even a nutritionist if I needed to. I feel that I do follow a very good regimen between the acupuncture and the diet that I have. But of course, if a doctor recommends to increase something, maybe to get more iron or to get more omega-3s, I would definitely consider that as well. So whatever input I get from anyone, I'm open to.
Do you have a solid support system from your family and or your friends to help you face feelings that may be overwhelming during the process?
Absolutely. I have a very, obviously the relationship with my husband, as I mentioned, is fabulous. And I also have my family and friends, and also, support staff, people that help me from your office, such as you, or just, I really feel like I have a very good support system.
Are you willing to work with surrogacy agencies, IVF doctors, OBGYN doctors to take all the necessary tests and screenings to be qualified and travel possibly out of state for necessary operations?
Yes, I would be. I feel that any, surrogate mother should, really be open to that, because not everybody would be living close by. So you might have to go see special doctors or, whatever you need to do. So once committed, yeah, I absolutely would do that.
And then would you also be willing to follow all instructions given to you to provide the necessary data as well as information that's requested by the client or the agency or the doctors?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you see yourself in the bigger picture of the gift that you're giving to the couple? Would you expect to see a Christmas card every year and a photo of the baby? Do you have a desire to have future contact with the child as he or she grows into adulthood?
I really, I leave that up to the intended parents. If they choose to keep in touch with me, that would be great. If not, then, that's fine too. I know at the end of the day, my job, so to speak, is done really once I've given birth. So if, they'd like to keep in touch and keep me informed, that would be wonderful. But it's not an expectation that I have.
When was your first and last time as a surrogate mother?
My first time was I gave birth to a surrogate son in October of 2009. And just 3 weeks ago, I gave birth to a surrogate baby girl. So those are my two experiences.
And how were both of those pregnancies? Did you have any complications that happened?
No, everything went really well. Each of the pregnancies were, successful. We were on its first try, actually, so it was quite a miracle. And so no complications or anything.
What kind of support did you receive from your family and your friends during those pregnancies?
Again, like I said, I just really do have a very good support system in place between my family, my husband, my mother and father, and also the people that I work with, to get to where we are, so everybody really is supportive around me.
How is the current relationship between you and the client couple, your intended parents?
Currently, right now, I'm kind of in between journeys, but I do expect to be working with this couple again. And with that being said, I've been in contact with them since giving birth 3 weeks ago, so everything seems to be great.
Great. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for your time today.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.